Hey everyone, this is Player 1.
And this is Player 2.
And we're back with pickups, which we haven't done in a little bit, right?
Yeah, we haven't done a pickups in a while, so I guess my money has recuperated itself. My wallet has recuperated itself.
Yeah,
So,
it was hard for me to really find too much to spend on in the last month or so.
but we try. We try.
And we found some good deals, and we have some special stuff actually. Some special items that I think it would be cool to show you guys that we were able to get our hands on towards the end.
Yeah, so just stay tuned for the end because you'll find some surprises, and we'll give you some hints of what you can do in your local area as well to get them.
Yeah.
So with that said, this is Player 1's grab.
All right, here we go. So right away, we talk about the whole Pops things that Player 2 has. He loves getting all these Pops, all these amiibos.
I'm addicted to them.
Yeah, you are, man. And I'm not too addicted, but I get the ones that I like. And I really like the Titanfall ones. Now they're way, way too expensive, but they were having a sale somewhere. They're like $12 or something like that. I think like 13. And
yeah,
so,
I got mines on Toys R Us. They were $14.99. So these I've got as well, and I've got the red one and the white one, which is kind of rare to get, I guess, because I haven't found them anywhere. I got mines for $14.99, so I guess you beat me by $2 a piece.
maybe it was I don't remember. I don't remember how much it was because I bought one from Toys R Us, so I imagine we had the same price, 13 or $14. Whatever the case was, they were cheaper than usual. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep them. I actually ended up getting 3. Let me show you guys the other 2, the other one, I should say. When I went, I didn't find the white one, but I don't even know who these characters are. I'm gonna be honest with you. I beat the game, but none of them really left an impression except the main guy, the one that you play as.
Well, this is Sarah.
Oh, okay. Makes a lot of sense now. But it looks cool. That's kind of why I got them.
Yeah, what I like about them, if you guys don't know, the actual Titan opens up on the inside, and you can actually put the little pop figure inside. I mean, it is what it is. It's not very
Here's
detailed.
my problem
But
with the Pops figures, man. Even this one is hurting me a little bit. I don't think they're worth that much. They're not. They look nice, but they're like 3D printed Chinese toys. You know what I mean? It's not really worth. Like this, I think was $30 when it came out. That's crazy.
well, I will tell you, I don't know if they're 3D printed. I can tell some of the toys that
They
are
gotta be 3D printed.
I don't know about that. I don't know about these, but I do know that some of the new toys that have come out, they are 3D printed, and some of the figures. I mean, you walk in Toys R Us or in anywhere, really, and you can see that they actually look that they're 3D printed. So
I don't know.
in that respect,
it just seems excessive to me. Oh, jeez. The completely most useless amiibos you can possibly have, the ones from Animal Crossing.
Well, before I go into mine, I do want to add to the Titanfall. Some of the Pops, they're very nice.
Some of them are nice, yeah.
I will agree with you that the prices sometimes do get high, and they're not worth that much. But I tend to grab them when they're on sale. So
These you got pretty cheap, right?
well, yeah, I'm also getting things on sale. So if you notice, these are the Animal Crossing amiibos. They're pretty useless, and when it comes to just grabbing stuff from them as far as Nintendo in-game, because I believe some of these were just made so you could use them in the Animal Crossing game, which
is a
sucked.
horrible game.
It is a horrible game.
Horrible game. They really messed that one up.
However, these were in Best Buy, and I got them for 79 cents a piece.
Well, cool. That's
So you got the little raccoon, the Mabel, and Rossetti, I think I pronounced his name.
They're real people. They're have names.
Yeah, they have names. I mean, every amiibo has names, but
I've never really played too much Animal Crossing in general. You were really into it, weren't you?
I was into the Animal
or was
Crossing.
it Fantasy Life?
No, it was this.
It was this one?
It was Animal Crossing. I was really into it back in the day. I didn't really like the new Animal Crossing because, it was a really bad game. It was just to sell an amiibo.
You know it's bad when GameStop has the game plus an amiibo for $8.99 and there's tons of boxes everywhere.
Yes, that is correct.
That's bad.
But at 79 cents a piece, I can't complain. I got all 3 of them. Actually, I got 4, which I'll show you right now. I'll take these out of the way, and I'll show you my other lot. If it can focus there. There we go. So
the cat.
I got the cat Rover.
The cat's called Rover. Isn't that like a dog name?
I guess. But I ended up. This one was also 79 cents, and I got.
Oh, cool, man! I don't have that one.
Yes, this one.
Where'd you get it?
I got this guy in a Walmart. He was just laying around, and I believe he was $7.99. I think it was.
like a clearance.
I think it was a clear. Well, yes, it was a clearance because the amiibos are generally over $10. But Lucas here, I actually got in a Best Buy and I got him for $4.98. So I was surprised. I was asking for the price. It was at the same time I bought Rover here. So I asked him for the price on Lucas, and turns out that he was $4. So I took him. As far as this guy, I mean, it is what it is. I've been trying to. If you guys know me, you guys know that I try to collect some amiibos. I try not to overdo it.
Yeah,
but,
right.
But it is. But
I don't know where you have space for all your boxes of amiibos.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got some more. So I'm probably running out of. I'm running out of space because I try to keep them in the box.
Yeah, I open them like right away, almost.
Some of them I do open, like these guys. I'll probably keep in the box because, oh my God, they're so rare. I mean, Nintendo. Again, you guys know. This is one of the things I hate about Nintendo, which is that lack of production and basically like skimming. Is it called skimming? Where
not skimming, but they're basically making scarcity a thing on purpose to sell. That's part of their marketing design. Make things hard, not accessible to make you want it more. That is definitely. I don't care what anybody says. That's part of the design because it's always underproduced. All the main items, but it just so happens other amiibos are all over the place.
Exactly.
So they know Zelda's gonna sell and Link is gonna sell in general.
Exactly.
But they always underproduce them.
I actually reserved this one a long time ago in Best Buy, and
I think it's a Best Buy exclusive.
Yes, and I think Amazon had it, but Amazon was sold out for a long time. So I ended up being able to get Link the Majora's Mask, and the Twilight Princess I got at GameStop, which I really despise them lately. Actually, I've been getting angry at them for a while now, but I had no other choice. This was an exclusive to GameStop, and Amazon didn't have it, so I ended up getting it. But it is what it is. These are the two new ones that just came out. I was able to get the Skyward Sword amiibo, but that's still in the mail, so they're very nice. I mean,
yeah, they're nice.
This one's pretty nice. From if you guys can tell, it is nice. It is better quality than the last one.
Some of the links are nice. Like I have that Ocarina of Time one, and it's really nice, man. They're detailed.
They are, and
how much are they? Like
well,
14?
I actually got this one for $10, and this one
Gamers Club, right?
Yes, the Gamers Club, and this one I got for
11.
This one I got for $12.99. Yeah, I got for it turned out to be $11 and 10 cents or $11.11, but it is what it is. I continue my addiction.
Yeah, well, I actually have some too. I got the same one from Best Buy also. I reserved that one, and I got two more that were on sale. Samus. I never know how to say it. It's Samus.
I think it's Samus.
Samus. I got Samus. I've been wanting this one because, I mean, frankly, she's just a hottie, dude. I've always had kind of like a crush on her.
Well, here's the thing. When I was young, me and my friends, we always thought that Samus. Now you have
Samus.
me saying it. Samus was actually a guy, but it turns out he's a girl. So
that was a big reveal back in the day.
She's a girl. Yeah, whatever.
It's 2017. Maybe he is a girl. Who knows?
Whatever. But yeah, I got this one a long time ago, and this one when they first came out.
She's a hottie, and they really like emphasized important areas. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The one thing I think is stupid about this and about the Smash Bros. Is I'm not saying I don't like it. I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't know why she's wearing heels, dude. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
she doesn't have to wear heels to be like a badass. There's no to be like a hottie, but whatever.
That's kind of like Wonder Woman wearing heels in the movie,
or like Power Rangers, that ridiculously stupid costume.
Yeah,
in the new movie. But this one's kind of cool. I've been wanting these two because again, I've always liked Metroid. Even beyond the game itself, I just like the character. I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of like before Master Chief was around. There was like this badass person in a suit, and it's a hottie, so even better.
Yeah. So,
all right.
So I guess with me, I'm gonna put these out there. I ended up getting these at a library. They were getting rid of some old DVDs and movies that they didn't care about. So
very cool.
You know, why give it out for free when you can charge for them? But anyway, they didn't charge that much. They were $1 a piece. So I ended up getting these three guys and some other guys that you'll see. But the first thing off the bat, if you notice, Ultraman.
This is a Japanese one, right?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Yes, there he is styling the old.
I've never seen the Japanese one. I've seen what is it called? Your Superhuman
Superhuman Samurai.
Superhuman Samurai. That's what I remember. I never saw but I used to love this because he reminds me of the Guyver. You remember that old show?
Yes, I do.
That old movie, The Guyver.
I remember the anime and the movies that came here.
The Guyver had an anime?
Yes, he did. And
I don't think I ever saw that.
Yeah,
Just the movie.
And Mark Hamill was actually in the Guyver, I believe. The first Guyver movie.
That's right. He was a scientist.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
And
I used to love this show as a kid.
So
Samurai.
I got this guy as Series 1, so it was $1, so I'm going to definitely enjoy that. Now, moving on to the right, you'll see Super Mario Brothers, the movie. Now, this is more nostalgia for me. I know a lot of people hate the movie because it was a bad interpretation of the video game.
It kind of was, man.
And I agree. It is a horrible movie when compared to the Super Mario Bros. However, I saw it as a kid. And this movie, really, at that time, I went to the movies with a bunch of friends and I enjoyed the movie. And I was a kid, stupid, so now I see it and I can see a lot of faults in it. But another reason, at the time when I went to go see it, I had a huge crush on Daisy, which
I thought you were gonna say you had a crush on Mario.
No. If you guys, I try to drown out Player One, so sometimes I don't laugh at his crappy jokes. But in any case, yeah, I had a crush on Daisy. Let me know in the comment section if you guys ever saw this as a kid. If you had the same
Is she
crush.
the blonde one in the movie?
Dude, that's Princess Daisy. Princess Peach is the other one, the one with Mario. Now, in the movie, Mario doesn't have Peach.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm confused about. Peach wasn't in the movie.
No, she wasn't.
That's why I didn't like the movie, because it didn't make sense for me. That's right, and it's all about like Luigi and Daisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, it was mostly Daisy and
Plus
Luigi.
that horrible Bowser at the end.
Yeah, it is what it is, but
sorry, I don't want to open up old wounds.
yeah, it is what it is. But I enjoyed the movie at the time, and I kind of saw it the other day, and there's some parts that I'm like, oh, whatever. But for some reason, the more I watched it, the more I enjoyed it. I guess it's like when you watch Craps too many times, you start to enjoy it.
I don't know. I've never enjoyed crap, but
Yeah, I guess so. But
you know
whatever.
what movie was like that for me? The 13th Warrior.
Yes.
That movie that had that. What's that guy's name? Antonio Banderas.
Yes, and let me tell you, that movie.
At first, I thought it was like complete crap, man.
I saw that movie at the theaters back in the day, and I thought it was the worst movie I'd ever seen. I saw it on video, and gradually, as the years went by and I got older, I started liking the movie, and now it's one of my favorite movies for some reason.
It's like, because seeing them all interact with each other, it was also, it's like a Beowulf kind of story.
It is, and I don't know what it is about it, but it just gets better every time I see it.
I'm curious, if any of you have seen that, let us know in the comments if you've seen the 13th Warrior, or actually have checked out either this movie, the original Superhuman Samurai, or even this. Talk about this a little bit. That's
The
pretty
original
old too.
Superhuman Samurai, it's Ultraman, man. Ultraman.
No, but in the US it was called Superhuman Samurai.
No, well, it's not
Was it?
really taken from the story of Ultraman. Superhuman Samurai, it was kind of like
But they used the same costume, didn't they?
similar, but not really. It was
Really?
completely different story. Whatever.
I don't remember. I just remember seeing this costume fight like kaiju kind of monsters.
Well, they were stuck in the cyber world, and that's what they called it. And they were going to the cyber world and fight the monsters. Anyway, I'm gonna school Player One and
dude, I'm
when we're
interested.
offline. But
I don't remember. When we're offline.
But anyway, yeah, let us know in the comment section if you guys enjoy these movies now as you're older, or if you had a crush on Daisy,
Or Mario.
or
you
Mario,
know,
or whatever.
The secret crush that Player 2 has on Mario.
Anyway, with this one, I ended up getting this one as well because this is a Super Mario Brothers cartoon. I watched it recently, and it really doesn't hold up to time.
Yeah. That's a nice way to put it, dude.
Yeah. But for $1, it is what it is, and look
Think
at
about
that.
it. Think about it. These things are like making story out of something like Mario. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You know what I enjoyed? Captain Power, and I enjoyed
Captain Power. Yeah.
and I enjoyed the Super Mario show. And every Friday they used to give The Legend of Zelda, and you know how I used to say, "Oh, excuse me, princess," and all
Yeah.
that. I enjoyed that show. But anyway, I'm taking too much time talking about this and nostalgia. But
Nostalgia is important, man. That's kind of like basically everything that's kind of happening in the last year or so and continues to happen is basically based on nostalgia nowadays.
it is true, and they try to capitalize on that big time.
Yeah. All right. Here's some PS4 games I picked up. We got XCOM 2, Skyrim, the special edition, and Akiba's Beat. So real quickly about each of them. XCOM 2. I was gonna get it on PC, but it was cheap. They had like a sale in Best Buy or something, and I think with the Gamers Club it came out to $11. So I was like, I'll just get it on XCOM. And actually, I just maybe a week ago I started playing the original XCOM on the 360, or the like the Enemy Unknown, not the original one. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. It is hard as like I don't know what, dude. It's so freaking annoying and hard. Have you played XCOM before?
I have, and XCOM, to me, I enjoyed the whole, where Fallout got their vault from, that little building, your base. I enjoyed that. I liked the story, but I just couldn't get into the whole...
the gameplay itself?
The gameplay itself,
It's tough,
yeah.
and I've realized I can't play it for long hours at a time. And I'm talking about the first XCOM, Enemy Unknown, because it's really stressful. Because I like my people not to die. That's my whole thing. But it also it's just hard, man. That's the truth.
And I'm gonna mention this, and I'm probably gonna get heat for it from a lot of you guys, maybe if you guys love XCOM. But to me, I wanted that XCOM game that came out that was the Bureau, before the Bureau. That awesome trailer that they had with like the monoliths morphing and the black goo.
Oh yeah, the original shooter one that was gonna come out.
Yeah, and then they canceled that one and went with XCOM, the Bureau.
Yeah, which is not that great.
It's not great at all.
That's what I've heard anyway.
I wanted that one because when I first saw it, I was like, oh shit, this is what I want. And it
looked cool.
It looked very cool, and I like the whole premise that black goo getting into people's mouths, and you're kind of investigating a town, and all this crap starts happening. But anyway. Yeah, that never
supposedly
happened.
This one, they say it's pretty good. Also really hard. I got it on the PS4 also beyond the actual sale, because even though I guess the PC is considered the ultimate way to play it, I actually like using the control pad. I like using a controller. That's my thing. I'm not big on the whole PC usage. I don't like it. I like using a control. And I know it's maybe not as accurate, and there's always going to be a fight one way or the other, but I just like controller for me.
See, for me, I don't mind. I don't mind using the keyboard and mouse versus the control. I do understand that some games, they feel more fluid using the controller, but for me, it makes
I just feel more comfortable.
It doesn't make a difference to me.
Okay. So Skyrim, I almost didn't buy this. I was really hesitant to buy this because screw it, I don't want to give Bethesda another $1 for the same exact game. But I had a bunch of certificates, and I ended up getting it for $15 after all the certificates I had. So they were going to expire, so I wanted to use them. And basically, it's good. It's better. It's a significant difference from the PS3, PS4 version. It still has all the same garbage glitches, and more than that, there's a lot of screen tearing. Incredible amount of screen tearing, dude. If you're just walking around and you turn too fast, you pan the camera, everything around you blurs out. That was a problem that never existed in the original one. That tells me that the way they optimized it for the so-called special edition was garbage.
Yeah.
But on the other side of that, Skyrim is still a badass game, and it's fun. And I never finished the original Skyrim because what happened to me was, I don't know if you can finish a game like that, but I never finished the main story. I played a ton, I did the werewolf thing and all that. But then I stopped playing because I forgot what game came out, and I started playing it, and I went back and I just didn't remember it. And then that's when they were releasing the DLC, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna get the Game of the Year edition. And I never got the Game of the Year edition, and then this came out, so there you go. Akiba's Beat is actually a sequel to what is it? Akiba Undressed? No, Akiba. I forgot what it's called. The Undressed one. It's like Undressed and something. It's a cool game. The first one was a cool game where you find these vampires and you beat them up and their clothes falls off, and then that's how you can kind of kill them. Whatever. This is the sequel to it. It's not really.
Is it the same?
No, it's. I haven't played it yet, but I've been hearing a lot of bad stuff about it. It's not really based on the same universe. This is where I get mad at JRPGs. They kind of just use the same engine, kind of a shitty PS3 engine basically, and they just make a whole new spin-off without really having to continue a story because it's easier to do that. I don't know if it's good or not.
It's all about the money, man.
It's all about the money. I've heard a lot of bad things about it, so I'm kind of keeping it sealed because I may return it. I'm going to check out some more videos about it. So we'll see.
So I guess with me, I have these three guys.
Oh snap! Going old school.
Yeah, and
was this from the same library?
Yes, it was. So just so you guys know, I still do have a VHS player, and I like to pop these in. I mean, I saw them as a kid and I saw them as a teenager, so I do like these movies. I'll pop them in and watch them, and I'll
Really?
yeah.
Well, I'll say this. I really like Mulan. And obviously I saw this a million times as a kid, but I really like Mulan. That's probably something I could enjoy even now.
yeah, and even now, I'll pop them in, show them to my niece, and they'll be watching these movies while I play video games. So
It should be the other way around. Dude.
yeah, it is what it is, but they work. So anyway, these guys need no introduction. I will tell you a story with this one. I went to Orlando once and I saw a live action performance of Beauty and the Beast, and I was blown away by the actor that played Gaston. He acted like Gaston, he sang like Gaston, and you know,
In Disney World?
yeah, and he was amazing. And if you guys haven't seen it, these guys
Yeah,
are
you should check out a YouTube video. There's a real funny video where this guy challenges like one of the actors.
It's more than
like
one.
for his woman, and so Gaston like beats him. There's a lot of them, but the actors that they use in Disney, they're funny.
Yeah,
this is
they're-
like the golden age of Disney when all these cartoons were coming out. Like Hercules, you remember Hercules?
Yes, I do.
I really like that one. All that stuff was coming out.
Yeah,
Aladdin,
so-
the original Aladdin.
Yeah. So anyway, it is what it is. You guys know these movies.
I never saw this, man.
Never, no.
I never saw Sleeping Beauty. To this day, I've never seen like that cartoon version.
I saw it when I was a child, so
Yeah.
it's been a while. So what do you got there then?
All right, so I guess I'll show my Vita pickup. I haven't done a Vita pickup in a little while, but this is Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel.
Ooh, this is part 2.
It's part 2.
I love Vita.
I haven't played part 1, but I bought the Lionheart edition. It was like the limited edition of part 1. And the cool thing about that one, it came like in this nice box and for space for the sequel. So here's the second one. It's kind of like it's typical Legend of Heroes. There's a bunch of these. There's some good ones on the PSP too, but also on my backlog list. But I really liked the premise of it and just the animations and everything. So I'm kind of looking forward to eventually playing it sometime soon, if that makes sense. But I picked it up because it was more or less cheap. And the thing about Vita games is kind of weird, man. Sometimes, like a new game comes out. I think there's even a part 3 coming out. But whatever the case is, a new game comes out, and you know they're $39.99 or whatever the case is. And you don't have to worry about it right away. But there's a sweet spot where if you don't pick it up when it's like $10 off or like $15 off, then you can't find them anymore.
I will agree.
So
there
I
are some.
pick that one up.
I will tell you. No, sorry. I do agree with you in regards to. There is a sweet spot, but sometimes you don't get that chance. Sometimes you gotta
Yeah.
pick it up right at the time, because if not, you won't find them. Because especially now that the Vita is pretty much dead.
The Vita's officially dead. There's still games coming out, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind
there's
of
still
like,
games coming out, but,
No, but it's officially dead
It's
That's it.
dead. I mean, it's a sad tragedy. Maybe I'll one day, hold a funeral for it, but because it's such a great system, guys, if you haven't played it, you're missing out. They have a lot
games, and there's still some games coming out,
yeah.
but it's kind of hard sometimes, especially with some of those games like getting it on the Vita or getting it on the PS4. I don't have the cash to buy both versions.
Neither do
and
I.
some of them I like to get like a game like this. I don't even know if it came out on PS4 or PS3. I'd rather have it on the go, like RPGs that really don't have
That's-
amazing graphics anyway. So
That's one of the internal battles I have sometimes, because if a game comes out on Vita and on PlayStation 4, I sometimes struggle with myself because I really enjoy the Vita and I'm playing it offline a lot. So if I'm at work during my break or whatever the case is, or I'm at home and my girlfriend's nagging at me, and I'll just pop open the Vita and I'll start playing, while she's yelling. So I'm kidding, but yeah, I enjoy it. So it's sometimes tough. Though sometimes you have to get the PlayStation 4 version because the Vita version just looks.
yeah, it's a difference. Like it's more stable.
Yeah, it's more stable on the PS4.
Or, we don't get them anymore. Like, I got that Digimon Cyber Sleuth on PS4 because there's no physical copy in the US unless you, import it.
Yeah,
So it kinda depends
I
on that,
want.
too.
That's actually a good example. I wanted that one for the PS Vita, and I never was able to find it.
I think PlayAsia has it, or you can
Yeah, they
import it.
do. They do. But
It's a little
I'm saying
expensive,
it's expensive and whatever. You know what it is.
Yeah. All right, I got one more really cool item. What do you got?
I got
Oh, what is
Voltron, the defender
this? This
of
was
the
like the
universe.
pickups of toys today.
Yeah, I basically did a bunch of toys.
Press it. Does it talk?
Yeah, it does talk.
Systems compromised.
Yeah, it
Let's
does.
do it.
Anyway,
Forward sword.
yeah. Anyway,
Is this from the Netflix one, right?
yeah. If you guys
Which is
haven't,
actually pretty good, man. I've
Yeah.
been surprised. It was kind of fun to watch.
yeah, it says it right here. Anyway, yeah. This I'm a huge Voltron fan. I'm a huge 80s fan of anything. I watched the A-Team, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Voltron, even 90s. I mean, Darkwing Duck, Batman the Animated Series. I can go on and on. Beast Wars, Thundercats, Silverbolts, the GoBots, Centurions, Inhumanoids. I can go on and on and on about Reboot.
Princess Guinevere. And
Princess
the Jewel
Guinevere,
Riders.
the Jewel Riders.
I remember that.
King Arthur.
King Arthur was a cool show.
Yeah.
That cartoon one.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I can go on and on about all the 80s cartoons and 90s cartoons that I used to watch. Tailspin. But anyway, yeah, I'm going off board. But Voltron was one of those cartoons that was dear to my heart, and Netflix did a revival, a reboot, and it's actually pretty good.
It is pretty good.
It's pretty good, and I love the way that they're going. Now I think they're going to introduce Voltar, and I saw the toy. It was on sale for about $30, and for some reason when I went to the cashier couldn't find a price, and she's like, she looked at the sign, she's like, oh, it's $14.99. I was like, what? Yeah.
Damn, that's cheap.
Yeah, so
usually these are like pretty expensive.
Yeah, so I was like, okay.
Now, I will destroy you.
Exactly. So it's gonna go up on.
I miss like being young and playing with toys, dude.
Yeah.
I get toys now really just to collect them and put them up and stuff, but I miss playing with toys. Yeah.
I miss action
You know what I mean?
figures. They're not toys. They're action
Yeah,
figures.
my bad. Blasphemy. What am I thinking?
Yeah. So anyway, I do like. I saw this one, and there's a bigger one that has the lions that transforms. This one doesn't.
Yeah, I've seen it's expensive though, right? It's like,
yeah.
Do they sell the parts individually, or is it just one?
I think they do both, but it's better to get it as a whole. But this one doesn't split up into pieces into the different lines. However, they do. It's together as Voltron, so this one has battle damage, as you can say.
It has like
It has a scratch there.
They melted apart.
Yeah, so, but the other one really looks cool, and there are some good statues out there, but they're too expensive. But anyway, I got this guy.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I have one more. If you want me to go, you have some more?
Yeah, I guess I'll show my last item. So my last item is pretty cool. This is a piece. I don't know what it's officially called, but it goes on the. Let me show you here. See? Oh crap! It goes on the bottom of like a GameCube. It's a Game Boy player. So it goes on the bottom of a GameCube, so you can play your Game Boy games. You insert them right here. You can play your Game Boy games on the GameCube on the TV screen. So I don't know how rare these things are, but let me tell you a story of how I got it, because you're gonna sympathize with me and get pissed off. I'm in GameStop looking for. I think they were having like buy one get 50% off a collectible, something like that. And some freaking idiot. And this is. I don't want to hit you guys out there if you do this too. I just want you to think for your own sake. This guy walks in with a box of games, and not the best games, but he walks in with an Xbox One. Oh, sorry, Xbox 360, a Wii, 2 GameCubes, including with this piece, a DS, a 3DS. A DSi, or the Lite, the DS Lite, a bunch of Genesis games, a bunch of Super NES games, and like a couple Wii and GameCube games. And I tell him, hey man, before you go into GameCube or GameStop, let me see what you got. I bet you I'll pay you more than they're gonna give you, because I know that's gonna be the case. He's like, I don't know, let me see what they're gonna give me. So I try to kind of be slick and just stand around and wait, seeing what they're gonna give him. They're giving him cents for games. Some of these games, like some of the 3DS games, are giving him 73 cents. One of them, they gave him 3 cents for a DS game, and the guy literally says to him, "Are you sure you want to?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll trade it in. Just want to get rid of it. Just want the credit."
What an
What
idiot!
a fucking moron, man. I don't know, I guess I shouldn't curse, but seriously, what a freaking moron, dude. And I'm standing, I'm like, dude, I will pay you more for it. It was like, they were giving him like $5 or $6 for like the Pokemon Silver.
What?
Yeah, dude, and I mean, you gotta be kidding me.
Guys.
You're giving it to somebody who are probably not gonna end up selling it. They're gonna end up destroying it eventually. And I'm like, dude, I'll buy it from you. Fortunately, GameStop told him, hey man, we're not taking that. There's no value on that. And so I told him right there, I'm like, look, I'll give you $10 for it, which I should have offered him less, really. But I told him, I'll give you $10 to just give it to me.
I bet you $20 he turns around and tries to haggle with you.
Yeah, he did. He's like, nah, man, can you do it for 15? I'm like, dude, you just sold your freaking Pokemon for like $5 or $6, some DS games for 3 cents. I'm offering you 10 for what they're giving you. He's like, I don't know, can you do like 12? So I told him, no, dude, I'm gonna do 10. He's like, all right, I'll give you 10. I'll do it for 10. So I gave him cash 10, and then there was a bunch of Genesis games that they weren't even taking. And so I told him, hey, I'll give you, that and everything else, $20. He's like, and it was like 3 Genesis games, sports games, and 1 Sonic game, I think Sonic 2 or whatever, and the old DS, all scratched up for $20. They're offering him like $15 for the DS, and he said, they're gonna give me 15. Can you give me 30? I'm like, dude, are you really gonna charge me double the price? But they're not even taking your games. I'm giving you 15 or $20 for the DS plus the games. He's like, yeah, but I'll just drive back because they give me store credit, which is better. I was like, nah, forget it, man. Fuck this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've had interactions like that where people
are just dumb. Don't go. Sorry to interrupt you, man, but don't go trading stuff at GameStop. Don't go trading stuff in stores. First of all, you'll get more from another person, and second of all, you're gonna give it to somebody like me, man. I'm interested. I collect this stuff. I want to have it. I'm not just gonna have it destroyed in a machine when it doesn't sell. It's like ridiculous. Why would you do that kind of thing?
Yeah, I've had interactions like that. I've had ones where somebody will come in and the one that I remember the most was they actually brought in a Super Nintendo, the actual system,
Man.
with the box, and I was like, oh crap, I need to jump on this. And I talked to the person. I was like, hey, I will buy this from you. And the person's like, no, I'm gonna first try to see how much they give him. They offer that person $15. The guy said, oh yeah, it's pretty old, we don't want it, kind of, The guy's trying to play him and haggle him, because, they'll play with the price as well, I think. So the guy turned it in for $15. $15, a Super Nintendo. With
That's ridiculous, man.
It is. And so I'm like, I get mad, but it is what it is. I mean, but anyway.
Yeah, so I don't know. It just kind of pissed me off because ignoring that the guy was literally like a moron. It's just like, for all you out there, I'd love to hear your comments. Maybe you're the kind of person that does trade into GameStop. I won't be a hypocrite. When I was young, I was stupid. I traded a bunch of my games back to like EB Games back when it was around in the US. And like, I regret it.
Yeah.
Because those games were destroyed and I don't even have them anymore. But whatever. So be it.
So I guess one of the.
What is this, man?
Yeah, I bought.
Move the camera, dude.
I'm trying to, but it's too big for the camera. It's actually
just like lift it.
Well, it's a big ass Mario. You guys.
It's a big ass Mario.
It's a big ass Mario. It's from the world of Nintendo. It's like a 20-inch Mario. If you kind of can see it. This was the real reason why I bought Voltron. And I bought this together. This was actually on sale at $10 in Walmart.
20 inches.
Yeah, 20 inches.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, 20 inches. If you guys can see it, it's a big ass Mario. Anyway, it was $10, and I've been wanting. I have the Legend of Zelda one, and I wanted a Mario one, so I got it for 10, and that was the reason why I was there. And then turns out I go next door and I buy the Voltron. But
you got this for $10?
Yes.
Oh crap, dude.
Yeah, it was on clearance. It was on clearance.
It was just like they want to get rid of it that one.
Yeah, that exactly. So I ended up getting it for $10. But it is what it is. So let me just drive it out of here. And one of the last things that I'll add, because apparently I didn't buy a lot of video games this month, I did add these two to my collection.
All right.
I had this one, but my disc got all scratched up, so I ended up buying this one on the cheap. But I had to buy part 2.
Yeah, I agree.
If you haven't seen these movies, guys, you must see these movies. John Wick, the movies, the franchise is a great franchise. It is an amazing movie. Part 1 was fantastic. Part 2, equally fantastic. There is some stuff that people have said because they don't like the way it went, but I think it's a fantastic character arc that they're building. Just go out and get it. You won't be disappointed.
Well, leave us a comment below if you have seen these, because I don't know how much money they made in the box office, if they're just like cult classics or whatever. But leave us a comment below if you have seen it. I'll say this: I saw both of the movies in the movie theater, and I was not disappointed. So there's some stuff that happens in this one that I can't, without spoiling it. It didn't go the way I would have liked, but it didn't. That doesn't mean it was bad. It just didn't go the way I wanted it to go. But they're both busting, and I actually own both of them on Blu-ray. Also,
yeah,
because
so
they're just worth. They're awesome, man.
Yeah.
I've seen this one like a million times, dude.
Yeah, these movies.
Keanu Reeves has something that's like cool about him. You know what I mean? He's not a great actor by any means, but I like seeing him on screen. And his best portrayal is like that kind of serious Neo kind of guy. You know what I mean?
If you guys don't know, basically part one, they kill. I'm sorry. It starts off with him mourning his wife that just died. Somebody breaks into his house, and without giving too much of the story away, they break into his house. They kill his dog, which was given to him by his wife before she died. His wife had to order the dog and sent it to him. And then they kill his dog and they steal his car.
His awesome car.
Two of the lowest blows you can do
that,
to a guy. And it turns out that he is an assassin.
The assassin.
The assassin. So it is an amazing movie about revenge and vengeance and all that. You gotta watch it. So with that said, we're gonna roll into what we actually did during this month.
Right.
If you guys are watching now on the screen, you'll see that one of the things we did, we went around different towns, different places actually.
Different stores and everything.
Yeah, different stores, and went around and looking for basically anything that they were throwing away. And we started.
I'm starting to notice that a lot of the materials and stuff like that, like this, you guys are watching the Injustice. They just end up throwing these away because I mean they don't even keep them. People that work there don't care about them. So it's one of those things that they just kind of end up getting rid of them. So that actual Injustice, they gave it to us. Now, I guess we can go into that a little bit later, or maybe we'll do a separate video on how to get it because it's not easy. A lot of times people will blow you off, or they'll kind of look at you being stupid, or frankly they'll be dicks about it.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of people. If you can see this one, we did get it from a GameStop. They were throwing it away, and we kind of just asked the person. And at first, a lot of the people, we've been to a lot of stores, and some stores are like, "Oh yeah, we'll give you this if you buy a $60 game."
Well, one of the guys from one of the GameStops, because we were riding together doing this, literally said, "Yeah, we're giving away posters if you pre-order." The hell, man.
Exactly.
Come on,
and the sad part is that it's some of the stuff that they literally have in the garbage. But for the most part,
we got some cool stuff.
We got some cool stuff. So,
one special one.
Yeah.
But this one you're seeing now, the Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, the Marvel vs. Capcom. That one we also got at the same store. The guy was cool enough to actually let us have it. He was throwing it away. So it is cool, and it is something to have. Always ask. I mean, sometimes people are cool, sometimes people are not. And so, as you can see, that the Marvel vs. Capcom, that's actually pretty cool looking. Yeah, as you can see, this one is actually pretty nice. It's not that big, but it's pretty nice. It goes real well in my wall. So the guy was cool enough to let us have that one.
This is one of the cool ones, the Mario 8.
Yeah, that one was actually
Mario
pretty
Kart.
cool as well. I think it's one of the cooler ones. I like the colors, and Player One and I are kind of already fighting to see which ones we're gonna keep. This one's another one that
I don't even know what this is from.
I think it's one of those free to play. I'm not really quite sure what game is that one's from.
I'm keeping this one then.
Yeah, I guess you can keep the Mario Deluxe.
Yeah, I like that one because and I don't know if it comes across in the picture as good, or I guess it doesn't, but it's like that those glossy. They're not just posters, like those really glossy looking, like cardboard ones.
Yeah, and this one, I'm keeping this one.
Yeah, I guess it's like the wide angle one.
Yeah, this one's the wide one. So basically, guys, and this one, Street Fighter 2. I mean, they're basically just throwing these out, and at least in this GameStop that we went to, the guy was really cool, and we caught him right at the time that he was actually throwing the stuff out. So we asked him, and he was like, "Yeah, man, if you want to keep it, who am I to tell you no? I mean, I'd rather just give them to you than you to dumpster dive." Here's a Star Wars one, and that one's pretty cool too. It has like an image of all
the old toys.
Yeah, all the old toys. So he was pretty cool. Now this, what we're gonna show you right now, this is the Cream de la Crop.
Yeah.
Or is it pronounced right? Cream de la Crop?
I have no idea.
Whatever. This is the best one. We actually were walking by one of the stores, and it was just outside, just laying there.
Yeah, I guess
And
they were gonna do.
They were
like
just
garbage or whatever.
Yeah, it was just like right outside the store, in the front of the store, and it was just laying there. It was like toppled over.
Yeah, and what you're looking at is the actual insert that comes inside, because I guess they have instructions for the employees. They never even bothered building it. They
No.
just have instructions. So we asked them, like, yeah, you can just take it.
Yeah,
And so we haven't built it yet, because we opened it up and we saw it's one of those things that once you build it, you can't really take it apart because it's gonna ruin like the hard cardboard. So we have to kind of see. So I have to see if either player 2 are gonna take it depending on space, because it's a big standee. It's like 5 feet or something like that.
yeah,
So it's pretty big.
It's really nice, and like I said, it was just laying outside in the box, and they were just like, take it. I mean, some places we did go. I mean, for every one place that said okay, there were like maybe 3 of them,
Yeah.
or 4 or 5 that were basically like, no, man, we're just
Yeah, and
gonna.
some of them try to give some stupid things that they'll say, no, based on copyright, I can't give that to you. Making awful shit up, and that's
Yeah,
the kind
just
of stuff, man. Just to be a jerk, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
just really bad, because there was some. I went to a Walmart and I literally saw them taking down the things from the electronic department, and they were literally in their hands just breaking it.
Yeah, ripping.
And
Saw Best Buy rip a Horizon Zero Dawn poster.
yeah, and I was like, hey, I'll take it with me if you guys are gonna throw it away. And the manager's like, no, we can't give them to you because they have to go back to the manufacturer. And I was like, you guys are lying, because you're tearing it into pieces. How are you gonna send it back to the manufacturer in pieces? They're not gonna take
They're
that.
not.
So as you can see on this one, this is the actual Injustice 2, I guess,
It's like the
clock.
countdown clock.
It's the countdown clock.
It just repeats. It keeps going back to 0 and like counting down. But it's awesome, man.
Yeah, so we got this one, and this one was actually pretty cool. And
The funny thing is, I didn't really buy Injustice 2, and I'm not super in a hurry to buy it. I'm gonna probably wait till like a Game of the Year, because it didn't look all that great to me. I don't know, but I really like the first one, but this one didn't. Whatever the point is, this looks awesome though. This is very cool.
yeah, exactly. So another one that I can tell you is that, guys, always wherever you go, if you see things, ask. There's no harm in it. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get shot down a lot, without a doubt, because frankly, people just can be jerks sometimes.
yeah, some people are just gonna be jerks, and some people are just gonna be like that, and they're just not gonna do it for you. They just, I don't know what's in their brain, but they just like being jerks. And some people are just cool. I mean, for all purposes, if you're gonna throw something away and somebody asks you for it, just give it to the person. I mean, in one occasion, I mean, player 1 and I, we were talking to the actual store manager, and it just so happens that the regional store manager pops up, and the store manager was telling us, no, you can't have this. It was one of the posters, and the regional manager's like, why not? No, I mean, we're just gonna throw them out. Just let them have it. And so we just had one of the posters, and that one I didn't show in the video. It's a Horizon Zero Dawn poster, but I mean, it's in my wall, so I wasn't gonna take a picture of the wall. But in any case, always ask. There's no pain in asking.
Yeah, we'll do a video about some hints, some things to avoid and stuff. I think if you guys are interested, let us know. Maybe we can give you some hints on how to ask for it, because we're starting to learn some different tricks from basically hearing some of the dumb responses and some of the better responses from people.
Yeah, and this also works for if you guys are going out and looking at garage sales and stuff like that, because some people will throw away anything.
Yeah.
And
It really is like, it's surprising what people throw away, really.
yeah, exactly. And for us gamers, and for anybody trying to collect anything, this is stuff that you might like someday to have it in your home, or just up in against a wall, or whatever the case is. So, and they're hard to come by, and some of them are really nice. But with that said, I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty much our
That's our pickups for June.
yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let us know in the comments section if you guys have any of the same experiences, or if you liked the video, didn't like the video, whatever the case is. So I guess that's pretty much it.
All right, and
And-
player 1
Yeah, and this is player 2
signing out.
signing out.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.